Yeah. Pull up a chair. Mic check, DJ, you in the room? Turn that up. Need that needle touch wax, hear that crackle, that song and groove. That's the stories of the block spinning live in the room. From the craze to the cloud, I've been carrying the sound. Same kid on the corner, now I'm narrating the town. Golden era in my headphones, new world in my phone. Still respect the payphone, still protecting my own. Every cipher on the stairwell was a church, was a school. Now we back to the cipher, same heart, sharper tools. Back to the cipher, we live, we love, we learn here. DJ, you spin truth, let the whole hood burn clear. Culture in the clip, let it bang, let it bang. If you feel this, say the name, say the back to the cipher. Back to the cipher. Yeah. This that uncle on the stoop talk.
Little man, keep your
Mixed with homie on a Zoom call.
plotting how we get
Talk drama, talk taxes, talk bars, talk practice, talk babies, talk ballads, talk scars, turn classics. Every verse is a voice, every guess is a page. From the barbershop debates to the mics on the stage. When the system don't see us, we still building our lane. Use the pain like a break beat, flip struggle to gain. From the vinyl in the basement to the you on the rise. From the cipher in the hallway to the light in their eyes. If you came from the silence but you dying to speak, pull up, park, here we go line for line every week. Back to the cipher, we live, we love, we learn here. DJ, you spin truth, let the whole hood burn clear. Culture in the clip, let it bang, let it bang. If you feel this, say the name, say the back to the cipher. Back to the cipher. Yeah, yeah. From the vinyl in the basement to the youth on a ride. From the cipher in the hallway to the light in they eye. If you came from the silence but you dying to speak. Pull up, park, here we go line for line every week.
Yo, peace. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Back the Cypher. I'm DJ Universe, holding it down as always, where music, business, and movement connect. Today, I really want to talk from the heart, not just the hustle. I just feel like when it comes to moving culture, love is a strategy a lot of folks sleep on. You got the internet, algorithms pushing controversy, negativity, drama, you name it, right? But behind every real wave in hip-hop, behind the indie artists building legacies, there's something deeper powering all that. Love. Not the fluffy, cheesy kind of love, but that day one energy, that concrete support, that I got you no matter what. So, picture this. If we put intention into backing the cipher with love, focusing our energy on the positive and uplifting side of culture, can that love actually overcome all this hate out here? Or is it just wishful thinking? That's where my head's at today. I might not have all the answers, but we're going to dig in. For real. Let me break it down straight up. Back in the cipher, showing love to indie artists isn't just, fandom or hype. That's putting love into action. When you stream an indie record, repost an artist's drop, cop a tea, or even just leave a shout out, you're doing more than pressing a button. You're affirming those artists exist, that their voice, their grind, it matters. To some people, it's no big thing, but it changes everything for the artist. I always got to tell this story. When I dropped my first beat tape, didn't even think nobody was listening. Next thing I know, a homie shares it on Twitter, tags me, and that single move, man, it kept me going. It ain't about numbers or going viral. It's about that validation. You never know when your one act of support is somebody else's whole reason not to give up. So every share, stream, or dollar, don't underestimate the impact. That's real love fueling real movement. Now, I gotta get into the other side. Hate. It's in every scene, it's in every community, and lately it's gotten real loud online. But, let's be honest, hate isn't the opposite of love, it's just fear in disguise. It ain't rooted in logic, it ain't constructive feedback. It's that toxic energy that pops up when folks feel threatened or don't understand something new. I've seen it so many times. Remember when Megan Thee Stallion blew up? She got hit with all kinds of negative backlash. And it was never about the music. It was about folks projecting fear of her confidence, her success, whatever. That type of hate don't just hurt the target, it eats away at the person carrying it. It's spiritual and cultural damage. Nobody wins. If we let hate be the motivator, we're just locking ourselves in the same cycles instead of building something real. That's a lesson I keep seeing play out in this culture. And honestly, it makes me double down on my commitment to love as fuel. You know what? Let me bring this all together with a quick story, because I think this one says it all. The RZA of the mighty Wu-Tang Clan, an absolute legend, he responded to all the hate flying at Bad Bunny after his Super Bowl show. Folks were clowning the performance, trying to tear him down. But the RZA didn't feed the noise. He jumped online and basically said, "Y'all need to pull back and look at this with some appreciation, understand the history, the artistry, and the barriers being broken." What I love is that he didn't tell people to just accept everything blindly, he was saying. Don't let that initial hate run the show. Meet something new with curiosity, maybe with respect, definitely with love. That's powerful. That's the job of leaders in this space, not stoking division, but modeling a different energy. Maybe if more people met what they don't understand the way the RZA did, hip-hop, and honestly, everything else would look a lot different. Where was I? Oh, right. How do we train ourselves to respond like that? That's the real question. All right, let's pivot into the stuff that gets everybody tangled up lately, AI and music. Every time I mention a new plugin or I'm experimenting with music creator AI, by the way, like I did on Collab Gold Hustle, somebody gotta say, "Nah, man, that's cheating. That's ruining hip-hop." But if you look back, we've always had new tools, right? Drum machines, the SP1200, samplers, DAWs. Those were all just technology that folk freaked out about at first. Then next thing you know, it's the backbone of a whole generation. AI is just the next evolution. The real secret is, it ain't the tool, it's how you use it. You gotta be a master of your craft. Let the tech be an extension of your creativity, not a replacement. I never saw a tool as a threat, it's just another way to build legacy. So honestly, if you hate on AI, you're kinda hating on the unknown, not the tech itself. Let's flip that, embrace what's new, make it work for us. That's how we push everything forward. Here's the thing, movements that last, they're always built on affirmation, not just rejection. Like, look at the Soulquarians or the OG hip-hop community. You see how folks lifted each other, shared knowledge, inspired growth, and that energy turned into innovation. Love, that encouragement, it lets people take risks, step out with something new, and know that somebody, somewhere's got their back. It lets fans and artists both grow and experiment. That's what builds real legacy, not just a trending moment. You want to see a culture thrive? Then inject love into it. Celebrate what you respect. Support what's bold and create room for evolution. not just for what's comfortable or classic. So often, we think a breakthrough is about being anti-this or anti-that, but honestly, movements built in opposition fade out. Movements built on affirmation, man, those stick for generations. So let's wrap it like this. If you really want to see hip-hop and indie culture survive and evolve, back the Cypher with love, not just in words, but in action. Pick an indie artist this week, stream their project, cop some merch, and post their work, whatever. Then hit me up, let me know, and tell them you did it. Experience how that feels, because that's how we keep this culture alive and growing. Don't just critique, celebrate. Don't fear the new, support the tools and creativity that move us ahead. That's my challenge to you. I ain't gonna lie, it's easy to sit back and throw shade, but it's harder and way more powerful to push love and lift somebody up. Let's be the reason this movement lasts. I'm DJ Universe. This is Back the Cypher. And we out here living culture, not just talking about it. Never forget to keep hustling with love. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
Yeah. DJ, you in the building. Down by law. Music creator AI. Independent flag fly high. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Started out broke with a broke pair of speakers. Dream in my chest, saw the doubt in the bleachers. Crates on the floor, dust on the vinyl. Loot that groove like my life on recital. Boom bad hard with a trap style hustle. Old school soul, but the grind got muscle. Funk in my walk when I step to the mic. Partnership power, now we level the height. Down by law, got the blueprint mapped it. AI in the lab, every sound get crafted. Used to beg gates, now we build more gates. Independent mind got its own landscape. Sax in the back, sing a win for the crew. Piano hit chords like this, what we do. Violin cry for the nights we bled. Guitar bend notes for the words I said.
Collab go.
Yeah, we struck that vein. From the ground, from the mud, from the long dark rain.
Independent, we ready.
Let the bell just ring. It's the anthem for the squad, let the whole world sing.
Collab go.
Every file, every fold, strategy and faith turn a story to gold. Hands up, feel the power we hold. This for every indie heart on the road. Oh, yeah. They said you need a boss just to enter the room. We just linked up smart, now we been that rule. Management brains with the code in the cloud. Street team dreams, now a festival crowd. Drums knock hard like a closed door opening. Baseline talk to the field, we were holding it. Sax blow sweet, that release in my chest. Soul in the hook, put the doubt to rest. From the 4-track days to the sink in the streams, we align like a scheme, now we live those dreams. Old school ethics with a brand new engine. Every smart move feel like divine intervention. Funk in the break, everybody get loose. Strategy to fuse, let the victory boost. From the bedroom booth to the global stage, we just rode independent on a brand new page.
Collabo.
Who said we gotta beg for us?
Who said?
We built a long table in the middle of the street. From the block to the boardroom, same last name. Independent in the length in the long range game. Vision in the plan, let the partnership glow. Let the crowd chant loud when the gratitude grow. If you out there grinding with a song in your phone,